Angeles where he got ninth. I believe it was on breakers, but I won't swear to that. It could have been a clean cut. I didn't look. Um, Long story short, it's like I've always kind of liked these green decks. I think they're pretty good. I think the addition of Virtus Gearhulk makes Vinemare not a liability versus red, which is pretty sweet. Um, I had to sneeze. Also, between the commits, the negates, and the spell pierce, like I think that a lot of our control matches are going to be okay as well. So, um, the kind of interesting things about this list is he's running 0 Blossoming Defense, which is just awkward to me because I find that one of the best cards versus red black. But I guess it's like kind of bad versus the other decks. And no Galtas, which is very interesting as well. Um, I guess Virtus Gearhulk might be just more consistent than Galta, as long as. But in all the mirrors, I felt Galta was like hugely important. I felt that the trample was pretty important versus the mono blue artifact decks, but the mono blue artifact decks and the mirrors haven't really been around on Moto lately, so maybe it's not as important as it used to be. Either way, be my first matches with this build of the deck. We're going to give it a try. I think we can actually keep a one land Adventurous Gear Pulse hand on the draw. Especially when we have two of these. If we hit a land, I'm probably just going to play Rampager twice. If we don't hit a land, obviously going to play the Broseph. Do like that we can play this and then just play this if we want. We have to see what we get. If they've got the 1-2-3 start, there's just no way this hand can compete. I'm going to play this one because it might bink out a removal spell for him or might trade the Beaumont plus a Chain Whirler to kill the Servant. Either of those things seem like they're a net positive for me when next turn we can play a Heart of Kiran and a Greenbelt Rampager to block with. Like how, by the way, I played a Force instead of Hinterland Harbor that we know he saw. It's going to leave everything on defense here. If they hadn't have Braid, I'm pretty sure they'd have killed Servant and attacked with the Beaumont too, so I'm not too worried about that. And leaving everything on defense means his Chandras aren't as good. That one's not bad. I have no clean attack. That's kind of interesting. I think that's what I'm going to play. Hey Josh, what's up, my man? Might have been better just to play an Impulse there than reevaluate. With the plans at worst case casting Ronus. Guess if they're only attacking with that, it's kind of free to try to block with this anyway. Might have like a cut post combat or something, but I'm not too worried about this surviving. Sure. It's one of the reasons I wasn't too worried about it surviving. It's kind of a good drawn away. Oh, well. Hmm. You hate the blue-black mid-range deck? I think it's pretty good. I think it's fun to play. Just go hold up commit here. We're getting to the point of the game where they're going to be able to play something pretty powerful, though maybe I shouldn't worry about the commit until the Glorybringer turn. I'm certainly not killing that, so I think it's safe to go ahead and pump this. I don't know that I agree with that in Latin. It seems like very consistent to me. It was like one of the more consistent decks, in fact. Like, I actually really like that deck. The Champion of Wits makes it so consistent. I guess I don't care about my servant. I guess I do care about the servant. But yeah, I mean, that's the most powerful card in the deck, so can't deny that. If we draw a land, we can play this for 4 is why I kind of care about the servant. Well, seems like mistakes could have been made. Alright, looks like we're just passing then. We do have double commit now, though, which is kind of nice, because we actually can commit and use Aronis as a blocker, both. They don't have a good attack, so not quite sure what they're thinking. But I guess they could attack with everything. And that wouldn't get them anywhere. We just take 3 damage. This attack's just odd. I'm taking 3 damage here. Huh. I think I'm just SOL. I don't actually think there's a lot I can do. So now they draw Chandra next turn. Okay, so we know Chandra's going under the Beaumont if they attack with it. I guess we're going to take 3 then. Alright, so they're not drawing to Chandra. They don't have something that can block or something that can kill one of our threats, they're dead. If we draw a land, we can ensure from one of those. My ear just started ringing kind of like wildly. Well, that does something, right? So we could shoot this, play this, attack for 10, them down to 6. While having a blocker for the next turn. Or we could just pop this, then increase this, attack with them all. They block the 5, so they take 4, 7. And I think putting them at 10's better. There's no way we can kill them, is there? So we shoot this, we pump this, we shoot this, we put there. So then we're attacking for 10, 11. We can do the 12 to them. No, that's not good enough either. Alright. Price then. Attack for 10 while having a blocker. And a counterspell. My ear is still going just plumb wild. We got really lucky they didn't draw a 5th land at any point in this game. So they have 3 cards in hand. That one's actually pretty good. Interesting. So we're not dead to an unlicensed disintegration, but we kind of are because they have an unlicensed disintegration. They shoot this and we only have 1 attacker. So I guess we're just going to play this and pass then. And by play this and pass, I mean I'm going to attack with this, but that was actually a play mistake. I should have attacked first. I know I'm not pumping up, but he doesn't know I'm not pumping up. So not attacking was a pretty fair mistake. Well, they didn't buy back the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Alright, so we got this game. Alright, so in general, I think Heart of Kirins are pretty bad in this match. I think the artifacts typically are kind of bad, but we do need a couple of the Gear Hulks. We definitely want all of these. They're better than Hearts, but like they're not particularly great. I think these are pretty good as well. Sometimes this is good. Um, hmm. This could be a neat card here, couldn't it? Kind of want to try it. It may not be good enough, but I just want to try it. Ah, this hand's pretty solid. A Glorybringer sounds like it could be cool. I think Heart of Kirin in versus me seems odd to me, but what do I know? I have a choice whether we're going to play Kenra and hold up Spell Pierce, or whether we're just going to play Virtus Gearhulk here. I think I'm just going to play the Kenra. I could be wrong. Kind of afraid of a Chandra though, or like a Murder Bolt. Feel like those types of cards could really swing the game. The problem with the play I made though is just if they have another creature and they can attack and block with the Heart of Kirin, we're in like pretty bad shape. If they curve out, 2-drop, 3-drop removal spell into Glorybringer, we didn't really have an out anyway. So if we see Glory here, the game's over. We'll just go ahead and scoop. And that's a bit of a problem too. That means they can attack and block. play you, pump you, and then we die, so we kind of have to leave this up. If we just attack with you, where do we get? I don't hate it. So with the commit, we're probably okay as long as they don't have, or probably just okay. Probably not much that matters here. So say we block this, we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6. But they can sack and make our Hazoret not block after they crew. Or they can sack and make the Kenra not block after we crew. So I guess we're just dead then if they do anything tricky. So either way, we're just dead on board here. The only way I can win is if he doesn't sack Kenra. If he sacks Kenra, we're just dead. We don't have an out. Or sacks to make Kenra not block. As we counterspelled this, we were just dead on board. He didn't have anything to think about. So our big chance here is that he lets this block. Just have to hope they don't see it. Oh gosh. Well, that's interesting. So what's this do? Guess we don't want to take any damage then. So just make this big ass thing an 8/8. Pass turn. Something they can attack through Hazoret, kind of. Yep. Kind of want to draw another one of these Gear Hulks. They draw a land next turn, we're just dead to the Thopter again. Could draw another commit, that'd be pretty wild. That'd take the game. So we have two great draws, Gearhulk and Commit. Harvester's not bad. So we have 3 of those. So 5 pretty decent draws, I guess. That's not one of them. So we attack with everything. What happens? So if they double block this, they block this. They're taking 5 only. That doesn't win. Alright, well that doesn't win. They draw a land, we're dead. If they don't draw a land, we only have one more draw step. Oh no, we're dead anyway. I'm an idiot. Alright, this game's just over. All they have to do is discard the hazard and attack with Thopter and we're dead. Wow, I'm stupid. Well, I don't think we had any way around that. None of our cards would have changed anything. We don't have anything for 1 mana that does anything here, so... Should have Spell Pierced that too. Another play mistake. I'm just going to concede. Played that game horrendous. Rontodon wouldn't have been a bad draw either. I don't think Spyglass is good enough. Maybe it's better than Metamorphic. My phone's charging awfully slow today. Oh, we were going to win that game. Can't keep 5 lands, I don't think. Those 2 cards aren't good enough. Potentially can turn 2 Still Leaf. Do not like Beaumont Courier versus Green decks. Don't like Hazard versus Green decks either, by the way. It just happened to work out that game. Don't really like abrading that, but seems like it's going to work out this game. We kind of like flooded last game. Now we're not playing spells. That's fun. Say the game's over. Their hand's even average. Like, our best plays cost 3 mana. I don't think there's any reason to kill a turn 2 mana producer. And we're done. I know we can resolve Greenbelt Rampager, but too tilted. Don't want to play that game anymore. The chances of winning that game are like less than 5%. I'm already in a bad mood, so. This hand's a keep. Kind of don't want to keep it after we just got stuck on 2 lands, but it feels to me like it's just going to happen again. But that's just kind of how my mind works. Like I'm already defeated today before we even start. Sour, pretty sour over real life issues. Oh, cool, another red deck. What fun. Given a chance to block, I will. Value to Kenra 0. Fun. Still block. More fun. Casting spells rocks. I guess I'm going to attack with it just because of Chain Whirler. We so smart. Playing this one, though I probably shouldn't. Kind of like keeps this at bay for the whole game. Probably the same way I keep losing to literally everything. I don't think we can actually win this game from here. Attack does nothing. It's just weird. Just trying to goat me into attacking, maybe? I play 8-8. I should probably just play 7-7. I got dudes, but I can't even attack. My dudes don't do anything. We're 5 turns from dead. Well, that's helpful. But what? Why did what repeat? I have no idea what you're talking about. Guess they have a burn spell. Guess they didn't have a burn spell. No, I don't think we can win without doing silly attacks. If I just attack with a model, I win. Oh, no idea. So they have 4, 7, 8, 9. So assume this one just blocks here. So then they have 4, 7, 8, 9, say 10. And we'd be attacking with 11, 15, 21, 22, 23. I think they're dead. I'm sure my math will end up being just super wrong, but we'll find out. My math's probably going to be super wrong here, but I think we win. Because all 3 of these have trample, so no matter what, we're attacking for 11, plus 10 for 21, plus a pump, which gives us trample for 23. So, assuming they block the guy that we can't give trample, then 4, 7, 8, 9, plus the spell's 10. Oh, wait, but the spell could have shrank one of the Gear Hulks. So they could have been as high as 3 life at the end. But they had to gave up their entire board for it. I guess they don't even have to give up their entire board for it. Now, this was a bad attack, actually. This was like a really bad attack. It was good enough, apparently, but it was still just a really, really bad attack. I counted the pumping of the mage. I just didn't count the shrinking. I forgot about the shrinking. I did count the pumping in. That's where I got the 10th at. Wait. Because he had 4 from the Hazoret, 3 from the Chain Whirler. Then I added 3 for the Soulscar Mage to get to the 10th. But I forgot about the shrinking. So that was pretty bad of me. I love playing bad and it not mattering. That's my favorite. Just like when I play like a trash can, it just doesn't matter. I did not expect him to have a Braid main deck into Wizards. I was not even considering a Braid. Like, a Braid never crossed my mind. Try 1 negate, 1 spell pierce. But any pump spell would have gave something -3. Tacos is basically for the fog decks and like the blue-white decks and Esper decks and stuff, but I think mostly for fog. We had a turn 1 Llanowar Elf. I think this one's the better one. By the way, hello Tacos. Hello Lars. Screw you, Murph. I don't even know who that is. I have no idea who this person is that you're talking about. I really miss not having blossoming defenses. I know Andrew said they're not good, and Ari Lax responded and said that he thought they were bad, but like I feel like versus these red-black decks, if they just like have 2 removal spells, anytime you're on the draw, the game's over. Like I don't feel like there's any draw in our deck that lets us come back from this spot. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm underrating our chances, but I just don't feel like they are. And I was so confident of it, I'm going to just scoot. Well, I guess I'll take my draw step, but I think we have less a chance of winning this game than we did game 3 of round 1, where I also scooped. By the way, the Lava Runner decks that going up to Glorybringer is kind of weird because most of the Lava Bringer decks are like 19 lands with a 20th in the sideboard. Some of them are up to like 22, but like that still doesn't feel to me like enough for Glorybringer. It also feels to me like it's kind of against the general game plan. I don't think this card's very good versus any deck that doesn't, if you're not sideboarding this in as well. I mean, I guess he could have a bigger build. It's just kind of like weird that they have the lava runners and the wizard's lightnings on top of that. So like it indicates that like it's too, I don't know, it's just weird to me. And I'm not going to change anything sideboard wise. Now you're talking over my head, Murph. I basically have no idea about anything you're just talking about right now. I don't even know what lean to the left means. I know zero about politics. Like actual zero. And I like it that way. It's just another thing that people argue about. I don't like to argue. I'm very against confrontation. Don't like it in general. This card's very good versus us. Should just call if they attack. I want to block so bad. I don't feel like I even need my servant. So I feel like it's better to make them waste a burn spell here. Even though they get a 3 kill of something. But like it might make our Thrashing Brontodon slightly better or something. Just don't think our land matters any. Sorry, I don't think the servant matters actual any. I just want to block again. I want to block every time they do this. They already saw me call the first time though, so. I don't think he attacks the second time. If he doesn't for sure have it. I think losing Galtas and stuff like that really hurt matches like this. Because you have no way to go over the top of them. Like, am I playing that bad? Because it doesn't feel like I even have a chance. Feels like I have to attack to win. It feels like if I attack, I lose. Is that the 4-2? I vaguely know what it does, but I played it in one deck and I wasn't super impressed with it. Hey, look at that card. Sure. At least we get to kill that before we get Glorybringered and killed. Oh, it's a 4-3. Eh. Still, it just doesn't seem super impressive to me. There's not even a Carnage Tyrant in the build that I'm currently playing. I just don't know how you beat a couple removal spells and a Glorybringer ever with mono green. Like, this is supposed to be a good match for me, right? I haven't drawn a sideboard. Well, I guess I drew Thrashing Brontodons. I've not drawn a Harvester, though. Maybe that would make a difference. I don't even think Vivian would matter. Like, we died to Glorybringer twice, but just one attack and one activation feels like it's enough. That's game, folks. If it's not a good match for green, how is green playable? I almost always lose to it from the red side. I'll rephrase. I usually beat the mono-red wizard deck. I normally lose to the red-black deck. I'm keeping it. My greedy Llanowar Elf keep. We've not saw Llanowar Elf yet. So I'm not going to mulligan now that I see one. I don't really lose to anything when I play red-black. Consistently, anyway. But people complain on YouTube when I play red-black. They say it's boring. If I was trying to profit, I'm pretty sure that there's no chance I would have played anything but blue-black or red-black this entire season. We did not get there with our greedy keep. Versus Fog, that's not fun. Do have a commit though, which might be enough if we draw lands. It's obviously not going to be enough when we don't. Please no Gift of Paradise, because if you have a gift, that means the game's probably over. Our land comes into play tapped. Screw you, deck. Hey, Hosh25, thank you for the follow. At least it wasn't, I don't know what the right attack is here. I kind of want to respect Settle the wreckage. Yeah, settle. We might already just be dead. Well, that was good for us. They might have been being greedy and wanting to wait on the fog. If they have an untapped land to ferry, they still have 2 fogs held up. Okay. Never mind. Apparently Commit's gonna win this game. They're down to 2 mana. We've won a lot of game 1s. They upkeeped it and saved us the time, which was nice. So we definitely want these. We definitely want these. Probably want these. Probably want these. God, we are loaded to the gills for this match. Probably don't want the slower things. Hmm. Ah, my phone cord's tangled up all over my headset cord. Hope it's not making too loud a noise while I try to untangle it here. We'll keep. Hand's not great, but it's fine. We had to counter a turn 2 search, which is kind of sweet. No, we're playing the Andrew Beckstrom build. He cut all the blossoming defenses and all of the Galtas. No idea if it's right. It's just what we're testing. This is our first league with the deck. I guess they're gonna have a. Oh, wow, I assumed they would have a Supreme Will or something. Because it's like pretty rare for them not to have a spell on 2, but I forgot they're not playing Chart, they're playing Anticipate. It makes a little more sense then. I actually love Blossoming Defense, but I'm okay with Galta being gone. Just an interesting jam there. Interesting Jimity jam. Guess I want to play this. Yeah, I think that's the similar philosophy here. They don't have the Blanchwood armors, but it is a 4 Gearhulk build. So I think this deck's doing kind of the same thing, just differently. Smash. They don't have double blue. They're at 10 life. All we gotta do is get to 20 mana. They have 8 of it. I was kind of wanting it just to be a surprise. I guess I should cast. I could cast it and start ticking it up, but I don't. I don't think this is ever getting to 10. I think we have to draw a counter spell. And they could have Cleansing Nova or something. Some of the builds have like Cleansing Novas and stuff. I probably shouldn't even have cast the Stillleaf Champion. Like, this was probably a mistake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I should not have cast this spell. I think casting this spell was just bad. I actually think I made a pretty big mistake casting the Stillleaf Champion. Lyra. So they're at 13. We attack with everything. Alright, so we attack with everything but this. Or hell, we could even hit with that. They go to 18. They're taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's not lethal, is it? Alright, if we attack with just these, they block this. No. There's no way to be lethal, I don't think. I do not see a lethal line. I do see what might be a profitable attack. They have 0 cards in their hand. So it's probably fine just to turn everything sideways any damn way. No, we can only do 4 to Lyra. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine just to attack with everything anyway. Trying to decide whether I'm killing the Gift of Paradise post-combat. This is why I'm kind of like pausing here. Lyra's got first strike. So there's nothing I can do to kill it post-combat. Do I want to kill the Gift of Paradise? I don't think so. I'm just gonna cast this damn thing. And hope that they don't get to take multiple turns. Hey, it's okay. I don't read most of the cards anyway. I just happen to know what a few do because they've beat me so many times. Interesting to see what they drew. Could just be like another Nexus of Fate or a Fog or something. Alright, it's a Fog. I'm just casting this. Which is kind of dumb because I believe Scooter's right. Or I believe Bag's right. I don't think Fog alone does it. Like, they have to hit two things, right? Because next turn we can kill with the Walking Ballista. Like, if they don't, like, Fog or, like, take an extra turn this turn, or draw out the fairy and, like, tuck the Walking Ballista or just something, then the Walking Ballista can actually kill this if we untap once. Oh. Yeah, I think so. You're probably right on that. I was worried about him getting like one extra attack step and us needing an additional 5 damage, because like if he just draws Nexus, attacks with Lyra, untaps, then we might need 5 more damage. Or like untaps then bricks, we might need 5 more damage. I guess I could have done the math. I did not do the math. I just said we might need this and then played it. But I did need to play around them drawing one extra Time Walk effect. I think anyway. Yeah, I'm going to keep this end. Our opponent's 0-2 with a mulligan. Red black and mono red wizards that sideboarded into like Chandras and Glorybringers. They didn't attack with their Beaumont because they scryed on top and wanted the card. If they scryed on top and wanted the card, that feels pretty decent. Is it ever wrong to block here? Like, I really just want to block here. I guess I'll take it. And then just catch the Greenbelt Rampager. Really want to block. Oh, looks like I should have blocked. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this one. I will block now. I don't care if they have a dude. Went ahead and cast this one because next turn if they have hub, we can just hardcast a Greenbelt Rampager either way. Unless we draw something cooler. I feel like this one's an easy block. Even if he has the spell, it takes his entire turn this tight way. My head hurts. I don't know what just happened. See a shock though, so there's a good chance it's wizards. Which makes blocking with the Rampager slightly worse, but I'm still just going to. What in the world was that Beaumont attack? Were they like, I don't know. I guess they're bluffing, but that seems like not a card to bluff with. Don't care. Can't block this one though. Okay. Casting a Walking Ballista for one's probably not even worth it. I've already ran through 2 Chain Whirlers though. The Walking Ballista for 1 gives me a nice blocker versus Hazard, or is like good versus Nerfshaker Kenra. Field of Ruin? They don't have an attack that matters. Like, all their attacks are very bad, so at least we have that going for us. I don't even know what to do. So we're just gonna block this and this. I assumed that they would send this under the bus, but I guess I'm wrong. If they're gonna make that block, I think we just win pretty easily. I don't know what. I don't even know what we can. I don't know what we lose to if they make that block. Maybe I shouldn't be bringing the Spell Pierce in. Maybe I should just be bringing these 5 cards instead of the 6 I have been trying. Yeah, we'll try that this game, I guess. Don't want you, and I don't want you. Just try these this game. I think Spell Pierce is kind of good, but I don't think I can keep the 1 land. Actually, I will. He mulliganed and we're on the draw. I'm going to gamble. I have 23 lands and 2 draw steps, so. This is the 3rd time I've kept this particular hand tonight, though, so I'm probably just dumb. At least it worked out a little bit better than the other times. Uh-oh. Did I play 2 things instead of 1? They are black, by the way. They're black with the... Maybe they're just like the mostly red or whatever. We're a long way from even being competitive this game. And our opponent didn't draw particularly well. It also just felt like it's not mattered. Uh-oh. Probably not attacking at least. Should have took the Effer hub. I don't know why I'm worried about a commit. Probably should have took the hub there. The hub would have turned on the servant. Okay, it didn't matter what we took. The game was over. How do you beat this card with this deck? We don't even have anything in our sideboard to try to beat it, do we? So we could leave Heart of Kiran's in, but... Vivien kills their flyer, but the flyer already did its damage, and Vivien only kills one half of this. So, like, Glorybringer's either already done its damage, or this thing just comes back and we have to have a Walking Ballista in play. Really hate Hazoret in these matches. Feel like Hazoret will never attack on the ground. I don't think that's good enough. I don't think it's a good blocker either. Like, I feel like you just have to draw these harvesters and they'll, these harvesters and they'll not draw a removal spell, but in our 5 sideboarded games so far, we've failed to draw a harvester that mattered in this match. This hand's decent. There's a chance that we get out with a Gearhulk before they get to clean them up. JK. That chance is gone. I guess we take this one. Yeah, I didn't have a great draw, but it's not like they had a great draw. It's not like we're losing to their best draws. Like, we lost to a medium draw as well. Huh. Not attacking because they could have a block plus a pump spell. I said pump spell, but I meant burn spell. So that puts both of these out of Glorybringer range and these two into the range that they can attack. Well, sorry, this into the range it can attack. The other one already could. So it gives him no great block. He only had one removal spell this time. Most of the games we've been losing, they've had two. Last game, I think they had none, but that was okay. I think we jumped really far ahead. The Ronus might be able to give one of our things trample too. It's like even the Glorybringer's not good here. That's not good here. That plus a block's not good here either because of trample. And a braid would be good. If you draw a land, a braid's not even good enough though. A land or another Gearhulk. Then a braid's not even good enough. It's a good place to be. If we don't draw the land or the Gearhulk though, do we attack Chandra? Hey, we won a game versus the red decks. Nice. Alright. Is it PD chest o'clock? It's a pretty good hand. We can turn 2 Rampager. Or if we draw like a Still Leaf, we can turn 2 Still Leaf. It's the 4th red deck this league. I think this is better than casting Impulse. Turns on Rampager next turn, and anyway, and if we hit the land, we can just Vinemare. Alright, well, we didn't hit the land, so. Better have the Oasis, I think. I don't know if that's worth it since now we physically can't cast, you know, our 4s and our 5s, but that's not too bad. They don't have a good block again. Need to land, so Hopefully we don't miss. We didn't. Feels good. Hmm. That's a good one. How did they get 2 cards out of their hand? They probably don't, right? They're probably only getting 1 card out of their hand here. Or they could be getting none. Yeah, so I want to attack with everything. So assume they have a removal spell for this, like an abrade. Then like a double block, so they'd have 3, 4, 5. So I technically want 2 on this. I need to put 2 on this to attack with it. Pretty wrecked though if they have an abrade. Don't care. I think the upside of them not having an abrade is just way too high. Imagine if they had like double shock here. Or like double magma spray. How absurd that would be. Even if I trade the Vine Marinet's counters for like both his Soul Scourge and his Chain Whirler, that doesn't feel that bad. So we're taking 11 like this, so then the Walking Ballista just wins next turn. They're not dealing 20 through a Veritas Gearhulk in 1 turn. And by 20, I mean 19. Yay! We won another game 1. I think we won all 5 game 1s tonight. That may not even be remotely accurate. I'm pretty sure that we did, though. So, like, maybe I'm just playing the sideboarded games very poorly. Damar's fine versus removal, but Damar's really bad when we can't remove their 3/3 first strikers and have to draw Gearhulks to even make Damar's useful. But between Hazarets and Rekindling Phoenixes and Goblin Chain Whirlers, it like kind of makes the Vine Mares bad, or it kind of makes the Vine Mares not do a lot. This hand might be too slow, but I'm going to try it. Like, I'm probably overrating Adventurous Gear Pulse too much and hoping it'll pull us out of something here that it can't do. I'm gonna cast you for the main purpose that it can crew the Harvester next turn. that's the main reason I played this one. JK. Can't beat the Harvester anyway. Looks like we're casting a Greenbelt Rampager then. So that's probably bad. I probably should have cast Ronus because next turn I could cast Harvester and Rampager, but I want my energy for the Harvester, so. Wah, 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 wah. And there's double removal spell. As I've said all league, I just feel like we can never beat double removal spell in the Glorybringer. It's feeling that way again. I do call him Dumbo. Back when we played Green Black Energy, like, you know, many sets ago, all my Green Black Energy decks were called Dumbo Drop. That card's not doing much here. Let's get destroyed by a removal spell. Operation Dumbo Drop was a sweet movie, too. Still have to spend energy, even though he probably has a removal. Like, he's got 3 cards in hand. He didn't play anything last turn. Like, the odds of him not having a removal seem slim to none here. Be cool if they killed the god, but there's just no chance. The Vower of Glory too, so 3rd removal spell. Oh, Contempt. I don't like the red-black decks that play Contempt that aren't running Cinder Baron. No idea whether this guy is or isn't. It's too early to tell, but just in general, I don't like the ones that aren't. We have Commit. We have No Out. We'll take our turn, but we don't have an out, do we? Make this a 4/4 just in case we're playing additional turns, which I highly doubt. Still have to attack Chandra. Technically have blockers for both things in play. We only take 1 from combat as it stands. I think Chandra's actually worth more than this. Alright, well, we take 1 from combat no matter what, so we're dead. As long as he blocks, we're dead. Nice. Chandra, they showed us it didn't matter. We were dead either way. Alright, I'm just going to run it back. I have not tried the cartouche version as such. This is just Andrew Beckstrom's build. This is the first green-blue build I think I've tried. This hand's very strong. I have to see what type of removal they have that lines up with it, but overall this hand's pretty good. It's just in time, too, because I hear Mother's home, which means there's a good chance there's food. And food's the best. They have a removal spell for a Brontodon into Chain Whirler. We'd get Savaged. I don't really want any of these. Though we actually can take the Green Boot Rampager, play the hub, and get the Green Belt in play this turn, which is kind of cool. I'm going to attack with this because I can't block next turn anyway due to how good Chain Whirler would be. Like, we can block the Beaumont Courier, but we can't block the other. That's kind of interesting. I don't want to just slam Gearhulk here and get got, so I think I'm going to attack. And figure out the turn after that, depending on whether they have murder bolts and stuff. Well, maybe we just messed up big time. I assumed they'd have a murder bolt or something on that turn. It didn't feel to me like they'd keep a hand that was just like Beaumont, Scrap Heap, nothing. But maybe they would. Maybe I'm just super wrong. They don't have anything on 4 either? Something does not add up. Alright, whatever. You got me. I'm casting it. I guess I want to put some counters on that. Like, spread them up just a little. Whoops. It's just better to put one on that and not on this. Wait, can I not remove that? That way, in case they have the Vraska's Contempt or whatever they showed us, we at least get to keep this while still being able to attack with everything. So, like, say they killed a big one, we're still attacking for 4, 7, 8, 9, and they're dropping to 4. Because I guess that's what they have to have at this point. I said 4, but it's 3. So Glorybringer's not enough here. They have to have more than that. Sweltering Sun would be nice. Oh, Sweltering Sun, I might get tilted. Double black. So they lost a point next turn. Why didn't they get the one of Trample? Why didn't they get the one of Trample? I know the other guy was a 4-5, but getting one with trample just makes sense, right? They knew we had the Kenra too. We showed it to them with the impulse. We did it! 0-2 into 3-2. Woo! Alright. Anytime we get a pity chest, we open it. Because we are suckers. Oh. El pity chest. What do we have? Yeah, it's about what you would expect to get from a pity chest. Anyway, so this was Beckstrom's deck. It felt kind of good. I did not like the red-black match, though. It didn't. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. Maybe I'm sideboarding it wrong. We did win to 2 after I changed how I was sideboarding, but I don't think 2 cards make that big of a difference. So, like, maybe I'm just wrong about that. I have no idea. But anyway, I still enjoy the deck. Still think red-black's the best deck in the format. It's going to be hard for anybody to convince me that it's not. Who is there that is hostable? Just no one. Alright, we'll host Rudy then. Because Rudy's who I'm probably going to be watching while I AFK. For anybody who cares, there'll be a Turbofog video going up on YouTube in about 10 minutes. I thank you guys for coming out today. As always, we'll be back tomorrow. And take care. Thank you all. Thanks for the new follows as well. Goodbye, world.